Hi, and welcome to Artsy Angie's DIY. Today we're going to be making this wooden heart into a beautiful Valentine's Day wall hanger. Can't wait! Hi, and welcome to Artsy Angie's DIYs. So today we're going to do a little crafting project today. We're going to go ahead and dress this pretty little heart today. Dress her up really nice and make her into a really cute door hanger. So, welcome to Artsy Angie's. My name is Angie Wade, and bear with me because it is my first time trying to do a video for YouTube. So, I've got plenty of experience doing videos and lives on Facebook, so I'm trying to transition over. So definitely, if you are on here and watching my YouTube channel, Artsy Angie's DIYs, definitely click that like button, click the subscribe button, and also the notification button. So this way, when I do more upcoming DIYs, you'll be informed. So we're gonna go ahead with this project. So this involves one about a 12-inch width in diameter of a heart. It's a wooden heart. Any heart would do that you may have. I am going to, the supplies you're going to need. You're going to need some red paint, acrylic paint, white paint. If you don't have acrylic white, you can always use a chalkboard white. A palette, plate, is that I like to call it. We're going to use some fabric. So I have here some scrap fabric that I'm going to go ahead and use. And this one happens to be in our Valentine red, as you can see, so festive. Then we're also going to use one of these love signs that I believe I saw this at Walmart. So we're going to use one of these love signs today. We're going to need some jute rope, some scissors. I'm going to use some of this, it's a pink burlap ribbon. And a, which is also, these are from Dollar Tree. And a red and burlap, kind of like a gingham style. And it's a wired burlap. Both of them are wired. And these are also from the Dollar Tree. And also, do not forget, we will need also some spray adhesive. And a glue gun. You'll also need some paintbrushes, because we will be painting our centerpiece. So those are about, I think, everything you need. All right, so let's get started. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with our heart first. We're gonna go and paint this centerpiece in our white acrylic paint. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a 3/4 flat brush. I got some white paint on here. You can't really see it. And I'm going to go ahead and start painting that centerpiece. So it's actually great that it already has these slits. So I'm just going to, so I really don't need to basically tape off the other sides. And we're just going to go ahead and just paint that whole section, whole middle section in white. Need more paint. And this is what I'm doing. And hope everyone is well. And again, I apologize in advance if I'm not doing this correctly. I'm learning as I go. So I hope some of you out there will be kind and gentle with me. If you can, always give me, I would love to get comments on what are great video software that for YouTube editing. That would be awesome, just because I'm starting out. And I'd love to start doing a lot more of these. So some of these video editing programs will be great. I do use iMovie. And what else? And that's about, I think, iMovie, and I've used a little bit of Filmora 9. So, but other ones I would love to have suggestions on. What's the easiest way to edit these videos? All right, so we're getting all that white paint on here. And sometimes because of this wood, and this one is wood, it's not MDF. MDF soaks really fast. This one is a more of a particle wood. And we're just putting on that second layer. Okay. All right. Okay. And just bear with me. I've having the worst allergies. So I apologize if I keep sniffling. It's just because of my allergies and my asthma and everything trying to kick in. All right, so we're just getting another layer here. And obviously the more paint you put on here, you'll see how it starts to soak in into that paint. Okay, so there you go. You have that middle section painted in white. I'm gonna go ahead and blast my dryer on there just to move things along quicker. So I hope everybody out there is doing well. And if you like more of my videos, if you like this video, you could always check me out on Facebook under facebook.com/artsyadventureswithangie. There we go. I got a ton of DIY videos on there, as well as a lot of Facebook Live videos where I show and do interactive art with my audience. So now I'm just trying to transition over, so just bear with me. All right, so we're just drying that center part. We want to keep it nice and dry because then we're going to move on to the other two sections of the heart, especially around the edges. Let's try it really nice. All right, so there we go. Turn that off. That would be awesome if somebody invented a noiseless hairdryer. All right, so there is our center. Now what we're gonna do is on the top part and the bottom part of our heart, we're gonna add this fabric. I'm gonna be using this red fabric. And it's not really, I'm gonna cut these little wispies that are right here on the side. Okay. Just try to get all those out of there. So we're gonna go ahead and grab that spray adhesive and spray it really well. On the top, I'm gonna do a layer first, and then we'll go to the bottom. So I'm just spraying downward. And that looks good. So I'm spraying it downward. And then I'm gonna grab my fabric. And I don't know if you could see, I'm gonna move that just a minute. I'm placing it evenly over that line. And then pressing down on my fabric. And I'm gonna go ahead and lower that a little so you can see more. There you go. Okay. So now it's on there nice and straight. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over so we could see the back side. So then I'm going to grab a pencil. See if we could see. Yeah, we'll grab a pencil and then we're just going to trace. Just going to go ahead and trace around that heart. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, as I'm tracing, because of the lip here, I want to be able to fold that over. So I'm going to go about like 1/2 inch. I'm just use my my finger as a guide right there. And I'm going to go ahead and then just sort of, I what you call eyeball tracing, but you can lean the pencil over like so and use that as a guide as well. But I'm going to go ahead and freehand it. There we go. And like I said, you can always go ahead and lean against the heart to get that shape, like so, because we're trying to get that sort of like a 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch away from the heart. Now I could use an X-Acto knife, but sometimes with an X-Acto knife, I feel like with using it with fabric, it tends to pull. And then you get a lot of jaggedy edges. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my fabric scissors and follow that second line. So I'm not cutting against the wood. I'm following that second line that we just did. There we go. And I'm just going to go around that curve. And that's all I'm doing is following that edge. And there we go. So I'll put that extra fabric on the side. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to fold it over. And then here I'm going to do a slit right down the middle. There we go. And I'm just going to go ahead and use my glue gun. And just around the edge, very carefully, I'm just doing one side of the heart. And some safety scissors. And I'm just pulling all the material back. And just be careful with that glue, please. Don't want to get burned. And so there you go. Okay, so it's nice and taut on one side. And then we're going to go ahead and do the same on the other side. So just in putting some of that little, like a nice little bead of glue, so a little bit on the edge and around the back side. Okay. Oop. And there we go. And then just pressing down. So it gives it a nice, clean and taut edge. And remember, no one's really going to see the back side. Now Now, if you were hanging this somewhere in the open where you're going to be able to see both sides, then I would suggest that you would use that same, whatever fabric you're using, and cover the whole back side in the fabric. Only so it looks a little bit more polished. But if it's going to hang on a wall or a door, then it really doesn't, you know, doesn't really matter. All right, just putting a little extra glue wherever there was any loose edges. There we go. And voila. So now we have our top side. Oop, did I get some paint on there? I sure did. I guess there was some paint on my palette. Let's flip that over. Yep, a little bit of paint there. That's okay, because I'm going to use some water that I have right here and cleaning that up. So when that paint is nice and fresh, you could just blend that in there. Okay. So there you go. We have our top part of our heart. There's a little bit of that white paint I guess I had from the earlier, but that's okay. It'll come off, or it'll dry, should I say. Yeah, it's gonna dry fine. So so there you go. That is our top part. Now we're gonna go ahead with our bottom part. Using that fabric, I had a smaller piece here. So I had a little smaller piece, square piece. Now this fabric you can find at your local Walmart. And I bought the ones, literally, and I'll show you this one, that come like this. So it says, Waverly, it's a fat quarter, 18 inch by 21 inch. So I don't know if you could see that. Trying to get a good zoom there. There you go. So that's what it looks like. And I got this red fabric, which I kind of really loved because if you look at it, it's red with really teeny tiny white polka dots. So it's kind of perfect for our project. So we're gonna go ahead now that we did that, that top. I'm gonna go ahead with our spray adhesive and spray this bottom section. Okay, and now we're just gonna go ahead and find a nice edge. So again, we want to get all those little wispies off our edge. Okay. All right, that should do it. So you want a nice clean line, and then you're just gonna line that up to that line that there was there, and make sure it's all covered. And let me see. And we're gonna press down and taunt that down. And then we're gonna do the same. Just gonna go ahead and flip it. So now, let's just make sure I have it nice and lined up. So there's a little bit of that spray adhesive that's coming off, so I'll put a little bit more there, a little bit more there. There you go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do the exact same thing that we did on the top. We're gonna do on the bottom. First, I'm gonna line it up. And then, like I said, about a deep finger's worth. And I usually just angle. If you lean the pencil, you can kind of angle it just like so. And then you just want to do the same on the other side, just like so. And then go ahead and grab your fabric scissors. And just do like a V. Okay, just like that. All right, and then we're gonna just fold that over using our glue gun. Just gonna put a little bit of that glue right there, and then just pressing down and over. Okay, I'm going to do the same on the other side. And we're just going to flip this over. And press down. Just like so. There we go. All right, so now that we have that, there you go. Look how cute that came out. So now we got our painted center in the white, and we have our top with the fabric and the bottom with the fabric. So now what we're gonna do, so I'm going to put this off to the side just a little bit, but look how cute that looks already. And if you don't have fabric, you know, you could always paint this part red. So that's another option. So I'm going to go ahead and take my bright red, and I'm using Apple Barrel. And I'm going to take my paintbrush again. And this time, I'm going to flip this over where my paint side is, and I'm going to paint my love. This is the love we had, and we're going to go ahead and just start painting that. And as you're painting, try to get those edges too, because the edges will show against that white. Yeah. Just paint all the way around. And technically you could use a smaller brush. I'm just using the bigger brush just to get things done a little bit quicker. And then just go ahead and try to get that inside of the of the O. Just getting all the inside parts. And the inside parts you could technically go in with a smaller brush. I'm just doing it again to try to not make this video so long. I'm just trying to get it just enough where I can go ahead and just pretty much killing time. So we're just gonna go ahead and see, I'm painting those edges right there. So definitely don't forget those edges. Okay. All right. So now we're going to move along to the V in the word love. Isn't that funny how there's a V in Valentine and love? And there's a V shape in the heart. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I notice these things. That's the art side of me, I guess. That I notice those little curious things. Okay. So again, I'm just gonna go right over the V. And I'm just gonna go ahead and close that door. Close that door. Okay, you hear my kids. All right. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to paint. And you know, I'm not painting this perfect by any means, because it's kind of having a little bit of that, I guess you could say it's a farmhouse look, which I really like. I know it's kind of in thing, but I really like it. I'm starting to like that farmhouse look. And for the longest time, I was actually liking that. Before this farmhouse look, I used to love the Mediterranean look, you know, with the reds, of course. I used to always love the reds. And the black iron, kind of like that Tuscany look in a kitchen. I still do, but I really enjoy now the decorations and that whole white kitchen farmhouse look. I'm really kind of digging that lately. So, and that's one great thing. There's nothing wrong with change. You could change things up. And there's nothing that paint don't fix. Am I right? You could paint a kitchen yellow one day and then say, you know what? I'm done with this yellow. I'm going to go ahead and paint these walls gray. You know, and then you can get bored of that and paint them red or paint them a light blue, or sky's the limit. I always, you know, love the fact that paint can change the mood of something. Especially in a room. And there's actually a whole psychological aspect to colors. So it's really amazing. And when it comes to like red, when it's the color red, I mean, it has so many meanings to the color. So it really is how you interpret it. So like red could be the meaning of love and sweet. But it also, in a room with red walls, sometimes red cannot be the color of love. Sometimes red could be misinterpreted as the color of evil. Or dark. So, or sometimes angry. Red can be also angry. So it's very interesting. How red can be, you know, at one moment could be the color of love, but it also can mean anger and hate. You know, when they say, oh, you're red with anger. So yeah, so there's a lot of different meanings to a lot of different colors in the spectrum. So, and I love that. All right, so we went ahead and painted our red. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and blast that, dry that up kind of quickly. So go ahead and paint that real quick. Oh, My nose isn't running there. Painting that really good. And it seems like I missed a couple of spots. That's what's great when you're drawing. You start to notice the spots you missed. So like there's a little couple of spots right here. Just gonna go over it with that red. And of course the inside of, or should I say the outer layer of that E. I didn't do so well. There we go. That E. I'm looking at this backwards. The O. Okay, so anyway, the O. There we go. And now I'm going to dry it one more time. So just go ahead and dry that. And while I'm doing that, I'm also drying the board so that this side is dry. We don't have that little mishap that we had earlier with the white. All right, so we're drying all that up. Really nice. Okay. And there we go. So now I'm gonna go ahead and flip that back to my clean side. There is our love. There is the love. Super cute. We're gonna put that off to the side. All right. All right. And now we go back to our heart. So we have these unfinished lines right here, and that's where my twine's gonna come in. So I'm gonna take just a regular jute twine, and it usually comes like this. Don't remember where I bought this. I might have bought this at Home Depot. But it's just a jute twine. This one is, I mean, it's just a thin rope twine. It just says a number 30, I guess, if you were really interested. So what we're gonna do is cover that little edge right there. And I'm gonna flip that around, and then we're gonna glue it that way. So once I see about how much I need, I flip it back. I give it about a good inch into the back part of it. And I'll go ahead and cut it. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and flip that back and just kind of shaping all those little wispies from the fabric, and I'm just kind of, I guess you could say there's little straggly hairs off the jute, and I'm just trying to kind of press them down so it doesn't look so, I guess, jaggedy. All right, I got about where I want, with about an inch on each side sticking out. And carefully, with my glue gun, I'm going to go ahead and put a strip of glue right there on that. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and carefully press it down. And I always like to use my safety scissors. So I did just about 3 inches at a time, or 2, you could say. And now we're going to do the same where I stopped. Little line of glue. And then I'm just going to carefully, if you can see, so I switched my arms there so you could see, kind of just pressing down with the scissors because the glue is hot and I don't want to burn my my fingers. So let me just kind of bring this up a little bit so you can see what as I'm talking here. So we're going to do the same. Do the little bead of glue and pressing down with my scissors. And one more time. And last bead of glue. And pressing down with my scissors. There we go. Okay. And we got that line nice and straight. So there you go. See, got that little jute rope there. Nice and straight. So we're going to go ahead and flip that. And take that one extra inch that we did, and we're just going to glue it to the back side. So around the edge, and a straight line of bead of glue on the back and press down. Okay, and now we're going to do the same on the other side. We're going to do the little bead of glue and press down with our scissors so we don't burn ourselves. There we go. Okay, so there we have it. Cute. Cover that edge. And, oops, see a little bubble there. Just press down. So super cute. I kind of like it with the one, but you can always do two. So that is another option that you could do it with two. So I have this little extra fabric that's sticking out right here. Just gonna cut that little tip off and add a little bit more glue right there. Perfect, just to hold that little edge there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do the same to the bottom. And let's see, just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it. Yep, that's about right. Same, and right there at the edge, I'm gonna do about an inch for either side. So I hold it right there at that inch mark so I know where to start. And carefully put that little bead of glue right there. And press down using my scissors. Perfect. And where I ended, I always put my finger there so I know where to continue with my glue. And very gently just applying that bead of glue. Again, using my safety scissors to press down. And one more time. And right across. And here we go. I'm pressing down with my safety scissors. Really getting close to that edge so you really don't see any of that fabric edge. Perfect. All right, and then we're going to flip it. Again, we have our 1 inch going over, and then I'm going to have another 1 inch on this side. Cut it with my scissors. And we're going to do the same procedure on this other side. And press down. Ooh. See, I didn't use my scissors Didn't use the scissors. All right, so we're gonna do the same on the other side. Do another long bead of glue. And pressing down. All right, cool. So there we go. All right. Ta-da! And now we're going to center it and put our love right there in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and add that glue to the back side of my love sign. So as you can see, very thin bead. Just like so. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and press straight down and center it. Perfect. Then what I like to do is I usually like to take a dry brush like this, and that's how I remove all my glue wispies. I call them glue wispies, or little glue strings that you get from the glue gun. Can't see when I'm sitting down. There we go. All right. So look how cute that looks. Super cute. Has that, you know, fabric, the love, a little jute rope. Remember, you could always double that rope if you like, or use a thicker one. I'm just gonna do the one and a thinner one just for the video purpose. So now we're gonna go to our ribbon. So I'm gonna try to make this ribbon here. Put this off to the side. All right, so the way I make my ribbon is really just fold and another fold. Let's see if that's what I want, because I don't want it too big, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that right there. And then I'm going to take the same on this gingham style burlap, and I'm going to cut the same width like that. And then I'm going to fold that one as well, and then cut that in half. I mean, cut it at that edge, just like so. And I also have a little bit of this red, I think. Let's see. What red can I use? I got a couple. Let's see. Got some of this white and red. Let's go ahead and use this white. I like the contrast. And I mean, it could use that one. I'm trying to see what it looks like. We'll go with the farts. So same thing. I'm just gonna do. Now this one's not wired, so I'm just gonna use it as more of a messy bow look. So I'm just gonna cut the same width, and again I'm gonna double that. So just folding it again, making sure it's straight, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just cut back there, and then I'm gonna cut that edge. Sorry, the ends. Oh goodness. Okay. I'll make sure I have the ends cut. Yes, perfect. And then I'm going to put it right there. So then what we're going to do is, because it has that jute rope, I'm going to go ahead and use this same jute rope I'm going to cut a nice big piece. I'm going to see how I sandwiched them all on top. I'm going to go ahead and press them in the middle, flip it over. And make a nice tight bow. And double knot it again. There we go. And I hope you're all doing good. It's so weird to like not have a live audience right now. So, but anyway, so used to the lives. So we're gonna go ahead and flip it back again and tie another knot for the back, like so. So what we're gonna do here is now we're gonna fluff that, kind of fluffing the bow. Fluffing and twisting, and the same thing on this side. Because remember, these are wired, so I'm just fluffing and then I'm just twisting so the ends can show a little bit better. There we go. I'm trying to figure out if I like those hearts there. Let's see. I don't know if I like those hearts. Yep, I'm not digging the hearts, so those are going to come right off. All right, so we're going to go ahead and with these ends right here, we're going to go give it some tuxedo tails. I fold it in the middle, and then I just cut downward. And it gives it a nice clean bow edge, I guess you could say. Or tuxedo tails. That wire sticking out. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I pinch it right down the middle and do the tuxedo tail, and then the same on the other side. Just going to close that door again. My dog keeps opening the door. So there we have it. I think we're just gonna leave it as is. So I'm just turning this in and out on the bottom part, and I'm going to let's see. So I'm definitely going to cut this extra of the jute rope. And right there at the really edge of my love sign, I'm going to go ahead and put that bead of glue. I'm just trying to fluff these up. There we go. Put a bead of glue right there. And hold. I'm not sure if this glue gun was working there. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just holding it there, getting rid of all these glue stringies. There we go. I think I like that better. Somehow it wasn't taking that heart ribbon. So with my dry brush, I got kind of like a lot of that burlap stuff onto my white. So I'm just clearing it off. We got that bow right there on top. And just trying to get all those wispies off. There we go. All right, so now that I have that, Look how cute. Look how cute that looks. And that is just super adorable. I'm gonna probably put a little heart here in the middle. And I have this little felt heart. Comes in a package. I'm just gonna put that little heart right there in the middle. It is like a sticker. It's a felt sticker heart. I'm gonna pull the backing off, but I'm still gonna put a little bead of glue right there in the middle. Ooh, if it comes out. And right there, I'll center it. Perfect. And there we go. Super cute. How cute is that heart? With the little heart in the middle, super easy and fun. I'm gonna go ahead and put the backing on it and it'll be all set to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear this up. Lay it just like so. It's probably gonna flatten my bow a little bit, but that's okay. And using the same jute rope that I have, I'm gonna make my door hanger. If only I can get it off here. All right, and we're just gonna measure it. I usually like to do sort of like a V shape. I'm gonna cut it right there. And kind of eyeball where I want to hang that. And normally I usually do my door hanger part first, but I think I got overexcited. And I'm going to use my, once again, my safety scissors so I don't burn myself. I'm going to measure it right here so it's nice and even. Put another bead of glue. Okay. And there you have it. How cute is that? How cute is that, love? See it, and then you can just poof out your burlap. I love that there was pink burlap. Now I gotta find some red burlap. But there you have it. How cute. There is that love sign on the heart that we painted. Super cute. I really hope you enjoyed this DIY. Again, all these products, the heart and the love, these two pieces were from Walmart. The ribbon and the sticker, and even jute rope you can find at the Dollar Tree. So super easy DIY, and then just, of course, you can use any kind of paint. Walmart sells the acrylic paints, the apple barrel that I used. So hopefully you enjoyed this little DIY. Perfect, makes a perfect little gift. A perfect little sign. Kind of farmhousey, I guess. Super cute. Super inexpensive. That you could do. So hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining me onto my YouTube channel. I really hope you enjoyed. Definitely hit that like and subscribe button so you get more notifications. I apologize today that my allergies and asthma are kicking in today. But anyway, I really hope that you enjoyed this little DIY. Again, you can always follow me on Facebook at artsyadventureswithangie, and continue to hit the notification bell button, I guess. So, and any comments, definitely let me know what would you like to use or see next time to doing a type of Valentine Day heart. All right, well, I'll be having more of these to come. Thank you so much for hopping on. Have a good day. Ciao. Okay, so there you have it, our DIY Valentine's Day door hanger. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.